What's going on, guys? FlameHorizon here, coming at you with a live UU Wi-Fi battle against my boy AA Aaron2420. Like I said, it's UU. He leads off with Nidoqueen as I lead off with Scizor. Scizor is in the tier. Scizor is in the underused tier, which I love. A fully physically defensive Scizor does so well. I'm just go for the Bullet Punch because I know he's not going to Flamethrower. I know he's going to want to get up rocks. So I just got a little bit of damage off. There wasn't much else I could do. I could have just defogged turn 1 expecting rocks, but I thought I'd just get a little bit of damage off because rocks aren't too much of a hindrance to my team. I go out into Latias to kind of scare this thing off. I love Citra, by the way. It looks so beautiful. But his Earth Power that he went for did not affect, so he did not have Flamethrower. I just go for the Draco, expecting him to want to switch into Absol, which he has. However, he didn't want to switch, so that was unfortunate. He goes out into NJMP, which is his Alone the Ninetales, and fearing a Blizzard, fearing the Aurora Veil, which I do not want up, I go right back out into Scizor, because it has Defog, and Defog can get away screens, it can get away the Aurora Veil, so everything will be clutch, everything will be keen. But yeah, like I said, he goes for the Aurora Veil, and everything's all good, everything's all clean, everything's all nice. And then he gets buffeted by the Hail again. So it's just kind of like me trying to keep things in my favor, He sets up, he tries to go for Hypnosis, which is scary, as I go for Defog. Defog gets away the rocks, and it also gets rid of the screens. So just a lot of animation happening in this battle. A lot of hail damage, a lot of lefties damage, a lot of things just disappearing. I just love the way Scizor looks in Citra. Look at it. It's super shiny. Like, it's super shiny. He takes out Ninetales, not wanting it to die to a Bullet Punch, and he goes into his Decidueye as I went for the Bullet Punch. So, with hail damage, this Bullet Punch is about a 3-hit KO. So, yeah, it's about a 3-hit KO. However, thinking that this is a more bulky set, for some reason in my mind I thought it was going to be some bulky set. I should have just kept Bullet Punching. I believe I go for the Toxic next turn. I should have kept Bullet Punching just so I could get this thing dead, because then I would have only taken this much damage instead of a little bit more. He's Life Orb, so I went for the Toxic, and that should start whittling him down a bit more, but I'm trapped in with him. So this next turn I should have clicked Roost on his next move, because his next move, I believe we will see after all of this animation. So much animations. Why do they have to make animations so long? But I believe he just goes right for the Swords Dance. So I should have roosted on the Swords Dance, but he just went for Swords Dance, so nothing's too big. I went for Bullet Punch. Oh, no, I did go for Roost on the Swords Dance. That's perfect. So the Toxic damage will bring him down. So the Hail stopped finally. The Toxic damage will bring him down right into Bullet Punch range. But he does go for the Sucker Punch. That's how he brought me back down. So he went for the Sucker Punch, which brought me down to a little bit over half. And I just go for the Bullet Punch to finish him off. Everything's good. So 2 of his Pokemon are down. I think I'm up 6-4 at this time. And yeah, everything's seeming all good. He goes out into his Lucario, and this thing goes for an Aura Sphere, and I thought I could live it. It was a roll, but that roll didn't matter because he got a crit, so I was sad. I should have switched out into Primarina, because I have a Primarina on my team, which is what I send in now, but I should have switched out into it, because I don't know why I didn't. But he goes for the Flash Cannon, and it does a little bit under half. This is a Specs, so I went for Hydro Pump, and it misses. So that's kind of unfortunate. He goes for the Flash Cannon again, and then I do land this next Hydro Pump, but Primarina took more damage than it needed to. That's going to come in a little bit later. We will see. But the Hydro Pump takes out the Lucario, so that's gone. I believe he goes out into his Ninetales again to set up the Veil another time. I believe I just switch out. I'm not entirely sure, but there's the Hail again, some more animations. Everything's gonna take a while. Yep, I switched out. Didn't want Primarina to take any damage. I got into Entei to threaten this thing the crap back out. Entei looks so good. He went for the freeze dry, so I knew he was going to try to hit me. No screens, no veils. Right here, I think, is when I should have done something. This Entei has Fire EMZ, Sacred Fire. So I think, you know, right there is where I should have Fire EMZ, Sacred Fired, just to take that thing out so it can't Hypnosis me. However, I made the dumb play of going for Iron Head, thinking, you know, I was going to take it out through Veil. I didn't take it out through Veil. And E-Speed would not kill at that range, I don't think. I would have had to calc it, but I didn't feel like calcing at the time. So he goes for Hypnosis, and it lands and puts me to sleep. So that's going to come in clutch later as well, because of the fact that I could E-Speed something later that might be a damper to my team. But we'll just keep going with the way the game is going. Entei's now asleep, so that's unfortunate. He doubles out into his Barbarical, Handsome, as I double out into my Primarina. I'm not going to let this thing set up. I didn't expect the switch, but I did want to send in Primarina. And this Primarina has Energy Ball, so if he decides to set up a Shell Smash on me, Energy Ball will take it out, no questions. No questions asked at all. Energy Ball will take it out. So he does go for the Shell Smash and Energy Ball from a Choice Specs Primarina. It's 4 times effective. He's at -1 special defense. This thing doesn't have the best special defense either. So this Barbarical is definitely going down to this Choice Specs Energy Ball. Get him. Get him, Primarina. Down it goes. And since its sturdy was broken, it did not live the hit. And then he goes out into his Absol. And this thing, Mega Absol's just a monster, especially in its tier. Like, it's a monster. So he just sets up a Swords Dance, as I go for the Energy Ball, just to get some damage off on it. And I don't know why he didn't Mega Evolve turn 1. But, you know, does a little bit under half. But he's going to Mega Evolve now, and I believe go for the knockoff. Just to kind of ensure my death. Not thinking that Sucker Punch would KO probably, but knockoff definitely KOs, especially at this range. So that's Primarina down. And this thing, I have nothing else for this thing since Entei's asleep. If Entei was awake, a E-Speed could probably come out and kill it. But I go out into my Amoonguss, and he goes for the knockoff. And because I'm specially defensive instead of physically defensive, it just demolishes. That was an Oko from the start. Then I believe I go out into Entei, so if I wasn't asleep, I could have woken up and used E-Speed. I could have just used E-Speed and taken it out probably, but because I'm asleep, I just let it die. Because I was thinking it could have lived, but there was a crit, so it was another roll there. If it wasn't a crit, I would have probably lived. There was a chance. Then I go out into Aerodactyl, which maybe can live a Sucker Punch, but unfortunately this Aerodactyl, being as fast and speedy as it is and how hard-hitting it is, it cannot live a Sucker Punch worth anything. As you will see here, it just gets one banged by that Sucker Punch, and this Absol is cleaning up. I have one Pokemon left, and that being Latias, and I'm not going to be able to kill this thing. Sucker Punch is going to be able to come off and take me out. And that is the game right there. GG Aaron. GG Aaron. It's a good match. Look forward to battling you again in the future. If you enjoyed the video, guys, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of the battle. Definitely want to do more of these in the future, joining some DS leagues, so Citra will be used a whole lot more often. If you enjoyed the battle, be sure you leave a like. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to love a new addition to the Fire Nation, and leave a comment on what you thought of the battle. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.